Hi, this is Claire again, and today I want to introduce to you a tarot deck, the Illuminated Tarot by Keegan. I hope I speak it right. And when I see this box, it really looks beautiful. And in one of my videos, I had it in the background, and people asked me, "What is this? What are you having there?" And it's really nice. You can put it in your bookshelf, and it will look fine or whatever. You can even use it as decoration in your living room. So. Yes, really beautiful box, but of course it matters what's inside of them, and this is a really special tarot. It is with 53 cards, because it's a playing card deck, and in the playing cards, they are falling down. And in the playing cards, the tarot cards, the big arcana, are hidden. So this is 2 in 1 in some way. And with the cards, inside the box, you have a small band. I like this very much. It's very classy. You have this little band inside, so you can put them out, and you don't have to grab or anything like that. You just put them out with this little band. They are lifted out. Yes, and this is a booklet that comes with it, and fortunately I can show it to you because I have a little lady here who is very interested in cards and or books or whatever, picture books and so on, as little children are, and she had taken it somewhere, nobody know where, but we found it fortunately again, so I can show you. And here we have just the cards themselves. When there is a big arcana hidden, it is shown here like the strengths in this case, and you have just keywords for the cards. And to me, I really like it when there are just keywords, because when you have sentences or a whole text to a card, it always becomes flavored with a style of card reading by the author. This is inevitable, it will always happen, and then you have this flavor, and sometimes it's difficult to distinguish between the flavor of the person who wrote it, or the way of reading the cards of the person who wrote it, and what's essential about the card. This can be intermingled, so I really like keywords when it comes to reading the cards. Yes, and I think it's best we start to have a look where the cards are hidden. So I have put it in a different order, the cards, not like 1, 2, 3 and so on, but first the big arcana, and then we go on with the rest. And what I really like, you see it in my hands, these cards are a little bit bigger, and what I really like about them is the surface is, I think you cannot see it, will you see it? Maybe here a bit. The surface is like a little bit rough. And this is very nice, so when you shuffle the cards, they are big and they won't switch away in any way. You can shuffle them very nice without losing them, so to say. Because when this is too, how you say, glatt in English, it's too polished somehow. The surface is too, like polished, very flat, so to say. Then the cards tend to slip away, and this is not so nice when doing a reading. Yes, so let's start, and the cards start with a Fool card. It is not any kind of playing card, it's just the card itself, the Fool. And here you get an impression also of the style of the cards. To me it's somehow like folklore, like a little bit folkloric in some ways, these cards. And it goes on with the King of Clubs, which is also the Magician, and we have the High Priestess, other way around, the High Priestess, and here we have the Empress, which is also the Queen of Hearts in her second meaning. We have the Emperor, which is also the King of Spades, and so this all goes on. Here we have the other way around, the Hierophant. I think I have turned them around, all of them. The Hierophant, the Lovers, which is also the Six of Hearts, which is very beautiful designs. What I really like about the cards, and I have seen so many cards when doing readings, when in all of my career, so to say, I have seen so many cards different, and it's seldom that you have a deck that is unique and that has really its own ideas. Yeah, you don't have it too often. So I'm really excited when I see cards that have something different to offer. When you see a style you have not seen before, and the artist had really ideas of its own. So this is also for the lovers. It's so beautiful. Two people, and they are they are like a third thing together, so to say. Here we have the Chariot, beautiful, the Lion, or the Strength, but with focus on the Lion, which I really like because the Strength is so, it can have a look. The normal tarot card, the Strength, can have an appearance like domination over animal kingdom and things like that. So this is really nice when the animal itself is the main character, the Strength itself. Yeah, the Hermit, what a lovely card. This is Nautilus, and funny thing, I have a good friend of mine, and he is a very, he's not shy, but very much an introvert. And this is one of his power animals. So when I saw this card, this was like, I have to tell him, because it's really matching. It's really matching, but they have a big eye looking out, and this has much of Hermit's energy. Taking yourself back and having an eye on all of it. So this is really a lovely card. And you see the colors, they are quite bold. It is a very, in German you would say, a very graphic style. But it's nice. Of course, it's always a matter of taste. What you like, what you don't like. No one can tell you. Your heart will tell you. Here we have the World. With its four, not corners, it's like a circle. It's a very integrated design, so to say. Yes, Justice. And this is what I mean with the artist had her own ideas to put the eyes on the scales and think like that. This is beautiful. This adds another layer of meaning to the cards you have not seen before in other decks. Here is a hanged man or woman in this case, or maybe someone in between, I don't know. It's nice that it's also not so the old way of thinking about gender in this deck. It's contemporary, so to say. Yeah, we have Death card, and this is really beautiful. It's very beautiful. It looks a little Mexican to me in some ways. We have Temperance with an African or Afro-American woman. And this is something, it's really important to me, that things get cracked up a little bit. Yeah, when you have classical tarot cards, it's very male-dominated. It's very white, so to say. And we are now becoming, especially in spirituality, more and more a culture that is globally thinking, at least compared to times before. So it's important. Everyone is here. Everyone is working with tools. Tools are, for example, through Amazon, through World Wide Web, and you can order everywhere. So nothing is just in its community. It's not so closed, everything. We can learn from each other, and this is a very big gift of our time, and we should take it. So I really like this, and I also like the hearts on the cups, which indicate it's a matter you have to wait with your heart. Yeah, here we have the Devil card in blue. You would never think about the Devil in blue, so this is something really new to see. And we have the chains here on the forehead, so on the mind is chained, of course. And the fire is burning, so it's getting really hot from emotions, but your mind is chained and your eyes are closed. And it mirrors, so let's have a look. It mirrors the lovers. And when you are into tarot, of course, you know that the Devil is connected to the lover cards. So the 15, when you take the, I don't know what Quersumme is in English, sorry, but when you put 1 and 6 of the 15 together, you get the 6 of the lover card. Yeah, you will know what I mean. So these cards are connected, and here the eyes are open when you are a lover. And you have on your head the emotions, you have the flowers, everything is very flowing, very fluid, very nice and fruitful with the cups below with the flowers. And here you see the mind is chained, and the eyes are closed, but the fire is burning very harsh. And this is just devil card in one picture, so to say. It's very treffend. How you say treffend? Today I'm not getting English words so good. It's very on the point. Let's say it like this. Yeah, Tower card is, of course, this is obvious. It's like in different decks. Then afterwards we have the Star, which is like a mandala somehow in this card. Also the Moon. And it also looks very archaic, very, very tribal in some way, the Moon. And the Sun. And here you see it's like a dark sun, so to say, the sun of the night. And this is the sun. And I really like the green because the sun energy is about growing. We would not have plants without it. So you know what I mean? The plant kingdom is inside of this too. And this also means, of course, nourishment from oxygen till our food. So everything depends on the sun, and you see it in this card. And I also like it about these cards that they are not so anthrocentric or human-centered in some way. This is about the sun. It's not like the horse and the little child on it in classical tarot. There's always a connection to human, and it's not so much about the forces themselves where the cards are connected to. And I really like it about these cards that they are connected to the forces themselves. Yeah, here we have Judgment with a cock. This is, of course, very symbolic, very nice. You get alert, you get awake again. And this is a World card. Very nice design. With the planets and everything around. So this is also embedded in a cosmic order in some way. It's not about just humans. Yeah, you know, the world in tarot is a woman with some things around her, yes, but that connect to cosmic things. But this is really about the things themselves, and this is what I really like. So we can go on with I wanted to say small arcana, but these are playing cards. So these are not small arcana. These are the other cards that have no connection to the big arcana in tarot. Let's say it like this. Yes. This is, of course, about query, about hot talking. So you really get from the cards themselves a meaning. And when my little one was away with a book and has put it somewhere nobody found it, I had to read the cards just by the pictures because there was no book. And this was not bad because you have to make up your own mind. You have to hear from your own heart. And it helps you. It gives another layer. So this is something in general I can only recommend when reading the cards. Try it without a book sometimes. Try it without any help and see what pops up from your own subconsciousness towards the card. So here we have a tent and working together. Of course, here, like the Four of Wands, you are reminded of tarot cards often. But there are also, like the beavers here, there are different symbolisms too. This wonderful bird. Yeah, the Ten of Wands, very beautiful. Things are like there and you have to cope with everything. Here is a knave and it's a cat. Is it a cat? It's a cat. My daughter thinks it's a cat. It could be also something foxy, but I think it's rounded, so it's a cat. Here we have the Queen, very feline. Yes, it's a lovely, lovely card. And we come to the, I always want to say cups, but these are of course the hearts. And it's always similar. When you take normal playing cards, the hearts are also the same than the cups in tarot. So this is the universal meaning of the Ace of Cups or Ace of Hearts. It's a fountain. It's the spring of life, so to say. Yes, I will go show you with this. This is thinking too much and looking so, will this be good? And we know it from the Four of Cups in usual tarot. Someone sits there, has the arms like this, is so, just detached from everything, and life is offering you a cup. And here we have it in the same way. The cup is coming and this person is looking like, I don't know. So, yeah, it's classical meaning, but with a new, fresh style, so to say. And we have the Five of Cups. Some things are good, some things are bad. With the torn cups and the cups that are upstairs. or upright, so to say, upright. Yeah, 7 of Cups, very classical, like in normal tarot, with the good and bad swords you have. 9 of Cups, overflowing. Yeah, very nice here in Animal 2 with the Knave. The Queen was our Empress in the big Arcana, so to say. Here we have the King also in red. And first, coming from tarot, I was a little bit like, cups in red. But then I thought about Tibetan Buddhism, and there you have for the element water also the color red because of emotions, and we also know red hearts for love. So there is a connection to red and water also, because yes, it's this color of passion, of our emotions, and they are hardly very cool, so to say. So there are different ways of putting together emotions and elements to colors, and many of them have a sense of their own, so to say. There is not just one sense and this was written in stone and you cannot change it. There are many ways of looking at life, and these cards remind you of this. Yeah, we come to the swords or spades, which are blue, which is very fitting to the to our way of looking at cards in our culture, to the element of air. And you see them. It's also with the backside. Oh, I didn't talk about the backside. I'm seeing it's very classical. It's very nice. And yeah, some people might think what's so important about the back of the cards. But when you are doing readings, this can really influence you. I have a tarot deck. I don't get the name right now. But this has colorful backsides. And it's always like, oh, how beautiful when you are shuffling the cards, because you are used to these, yeah, they are black, they are blue, they are violet and things like that, but normally you don't have colorful backs of the cards. And it's really lovely when there is something different about them. So this is very plain card style, and this fits very good to this deck because it's in itself so colorful. Maybe it would be too much when this would also be colorful. Here we go on. This is very much like tarot with the 6 of Swords. This is the 9 of Swords, and it's even more beautiful with the swords below the pillow. This is so on the point. Yeah, and the moon above, and all this sinking in the night, and your eyes are like dark. You have dark below the eyes because you are thinking so much. Yes. With the knaves, we have ladies here. And this is what they are originally in classical tarot. And the knaves are in themselves. Crawley and Lady Harris put it into their deck too. They are more of a female energy. And the queen, like a Jeanne d'Arc, so to say. Yes, and now we are into the coins or pentacles or diamonds in English, when you have playing cards. The 3, this is very much like in tarot, people working together to achieve something. You know, these like church element where the people are standing around and working together. This is here too, like a church window. And the 4 and the 6, this is more of playing card, and this is about eating together. And my little daughter was like, oh, eating, eating, when she saw it. Yes, it's like when you eat together, you are sharing and all of these things. And this is wonderful, a wonderful thing, because especially the 6 of Pentacles in classical tarot, I don't like it too much, because there are these beggars and they are given something from above. And of course, this can be meant nice, but there is this big distance between the person who is able to give and the people who receive. And the 6 on the Kabbalistic tree of life, if you know the deeper meanings, it is a very balanced, very, very balanced number. So these opposites are, to me, let's say, outdated. In their time they were, this might have another meaning, but today this has a different underlying feeling when you see the card. And so this sharing of food is a wonderful symbolism for the 6 of Pentacles or of diamonds. Here we have the 8 of diamonds, just doing a kilt, also very fitting, very nice. The 10 of diamonds with a family, and here I really like them. It's the page, as you would say in tarot, the knave, page in German. Here we have the queen and the king, like a Buddha somehow. This is really nice. So we are through the deck, and yeah, do you have this deck? I would like to ask you, do you know it? Do you have personal experience with it? Just let me know. I really like these cards, and I have a not too big collection of cards, but I have a small collection. And this is a deck I don't just collect and look at it when I like to enjoy it. This is a deck I really like to shuffle and to work with when I have questions, because it's very nice to bring together playing cards and tarot, and I like the style. This is, of course, as I have said it, it's a matter of taste, but to me these cards speak with their very graphic and at parts very like folklore way of pictures, or as they are. So let me know if you have experience, if you like it. What do you think about this deck? I really like it. And yeah, now I have introduced it to you in English.